Here are Grandpa's 42 hacks to kill every mosquito in your whole yard. Swap bulbs to yellow. Grandpa always believed the right light could make evenings peaceful and bite-free, and he was spot on. Replace bright white or blue-toned outdoor bulbs with warm yellow or amber LED lights, which don't attract mosquitoes. These bulbs emit a softer spectrum that insects find less visible. Choose ones labeled bug light for patios and porches, and ensure fixtures are clean to prevent buildup that attracts pests. Position lights higher or farther from seating areas for better comfort. For extra coverage, pair yellow bulbs with citronella candles for a calm, mosquito-free glow. Empty plant saucers routinely. Standing water in plant saucers is one of the most overlooked mosquito breeding spots. After watering, always pour out any excess water from trays under potted plants. Tilt saucers or place a layer of small pebbles inside so roots stay moist, but larvae can't survive. Check indoor and outdoor pots every few days, especially after rainfall. Keeping the soil moist but never soggy helps too. If you can't empty trays daily, sprinkle a few grains of sand to break the surface tension and stop mosquitoes from laying eggs. Store buckets upside down. Grandpa used to say an empty bucket left upright was an invitation for mosquitoes to move in overnight. Flip buckets, tubs, and watering cans upside down when not in use so they can't collect rainwater. If storage space allows, hang them on a wall or fence to keep openings pointed down. Check for hidden puddles in wheelbarrows or lids stacked outdoors. For large containers that must stay upright, drill a few drainage holes at the bottom. Keeping outdoor items dry and inverted greatly reduces backyard breeding zones all season long. Spread diatomaceous earth spots. Diatomaceous earth is a natural powder that works wonders on mosquito larvae and other pests. Sprinkle it lightly in shaded, damp areas like flower beds, under decks, and around garbage bins where insects rest. It dehydrates soft-bodied pests without harming pets or plants. Always use food-grade diatomaceous earth and reapply after heavy rain for consistent results. Wear a dust mask when spreading to avoid inhalation. Combining this treatment with good drainage keeps mosquito populations down naturally. For best coverage, apply early morning when the ground is slightly moist. Treat yard edges with BTI. Did you know that BTI, or Bacillus thuringiensis israelensis, is a natural bacterium that targets mosquito larvae but leaves bees, pets, and people unharmed? It's one of the safest biological controls available. Sprinkle BTI granules or dunks into standing water like ponds, gutters, or ditches where draining isn't possible. The bacteria release proteins that kill larvae before they mature. Follow label instructions for dosage and repeat every few weeks during warm months. Use BTI along fence lines or wet edges for best protection and store extra product in a dry, sealed container. Run a carbon dioxide mosquito trap. Carbon dioxide traps are one of the most efficient ways to lure and capture mosquitoes. These devices mimic human breath, attracting mosquitoes toward a suction fan or sticky surface that traps them instantly. Place the trap downwind of outdoor seating areas, at least 20 feet away from people. Run it continuously during the evening when mosquitoes are most active. Clean or replace the trap's capture net weekly to maintain effectiveness. For better results, combine carbon dioxide traps with citronella plants or essential oil diffusers nearby for layered mosquito control. Open wood piles, airflow. Mosquitoes thrive in damp, dark areas where air doesn't circulate, making stacked firewood an ideal hiding spot. Keep wood piles raised on a rack or pallets and ensure air can move freely through the stack. Avoid storing wood directly against fences or walls where moisture accumulates. If possible, cover the pile with a breathable tarp rather than plastic to allow ventilation. Check for standing water underneath after rainfall. Turning or restacking logs occasionally also helps dry them faster. Adding lavender or cedar chips nearby discourages mosquitoes from nesting in the shaded gaps. Dump all standing water. Eliminating standing water remains the most powerful way to stop mosquitoes from breeding. Walk around your yard weekly and check for puddles in planters, gutters, and toys. Grandpa called it an old timeless trick, and science still agrees. Larvae can hatch in less than a week. Pour out every bit of water and scrub containers where eggs might cling. Pay attention to tarps, bird baths, and even bottle caps hiding in corners. For added defense, fill persistently damp spots with gravel or sand to block future puddling and keep your yard mosquito-free. Use cedar mulch beds. Cedar mulch not only improves garden appearance, but also naturally repels mosquitoes. The wood's oils release a subtle scent that deters many flying insects. Spread a 2 to 3 inch layer around flower beds, shrubs, and outdoor seating areas. Replace or fluff the mulch regularly to refresh its aroma and maintain airflow for plant roots. Avoid overwatering the soil underneath to keep it dry. You can also mix crushed cedar chips with pine bark for longer-lasting fragrance. Placing cedar sachets in garden corners helps strengthen your natural mosquito barrier. Add birdhouses strategically. Encouraging natural predators like swallows and purple martins helps control mosquito populations safely. Install birdhouses on poles at least 10 feet high and 30 feet away from trees or structures. Face entrances toward open areas where birds can swoop easily. Clean the houses between nesting seasons to keep them inviting. Supply nearby water sources like bird baths, but refresh them daily to prevent breeding. Combining birdhouses with bat boxes further boosts insect control. Keeping the surrounding grass trimmed short ensures ideal flight paths for birds hunting mosquitoes. Cover rain barrels tightly. Rain barrels collect useful water for gardens, but they can quickly become breeding grounds for mosquitoes if left uncovered. Always fit them with a tight mesh screen or solid lid that allows water to enter but keeps insects out. Check the cover regularly for tears or gaps and replace damaged mesh immediately. Empty and rinse barrels every few weeks to clear any sediment or eggs. Position them on level ground away from shaded areas. To reinforce protection, add a small piece of BTI dung inside to eliminate any hidden larvae. Grow lemongrass near seeding. Lemongrass naturally emits citronella oil, one of the most effective mosquito repellents. Planted in pots or garden beds near patios, porches, and outdoor dining spaces for a pleasant citrus scent and strong protection. Choose sunny spots with well-draining soil to keep the plants thriving. Trim the leaves occasionally to release more fragrance into the air. Lemongrass can grow tall, so cluster several around gathering areas for maximum coverage. Crush a few fresh blades gently between your fingers during outdoor events to boost the aroma and strengthen its mosquito-repelling effect. Plant lavender around patio. Lavender adds both beauty and mosquito defense to any yard. Its floral scent naturally deters mosquitoes while attracting pollinators like bees and butterflies. Plant lavender along pathways, patios, and windowsills where air circulation helps spread the fragrance. Use well-drained soil and full sunlight for best growth. Prune flowers regularly to encourage new blooms and intensify the scent. Dried lavender sachets can also be placed on outdoor tables for added repellent strength. Pairing lavender with other herbs like rosemary or mint enhances aroma and improves overall mosquito resistance around your patio. Use strong patio fans. Mosquitoes are weak flyers, making strong airflow one of the simplest deterrents. Position oscillating patio fans around seating areas to create constant air movement that keeps insects from landing. Choose energy-efficient models with adjustable speeds and quiet operation for comfort. Angle fans to cover both sitting and dining zones evenly. Wipe fan blades regularly to prevent dust buildup that slows circulation. During calm evenings, run fans on low to maintain gentle airflow. Combining fans with natural repellents like citronella or lemongrass plants adds double protection without harsh chemicals. Burn citronella candles outside. Citronella candles are a classic and effective way to reduce mosquitoes naturally. Light them 15 minutes before spending time outdoors to let the scent disperse. Place candles around the perimeter of seating areas, ensuring they're protected from wind. Use multiple small candles rather than one large one for even coverage. Always set them on stable, heat-safe surfaces away from flammable materials. Replace or trim wicks regularly for cleaner burns. For stronger results, pair citronella candles with essential oil torches or diffusers to extend mosquito control throughout your outdoor space. Clean clogged house gutters. Clogged gutters trap rainwater and debris, creating perfect mosquito nurseries. Clear them at least once a month during wet seasons using gloves, a scoop, and a garden hose. Make sure downspouts direct water away from the house to prevent puddles near the foundation. Installing mesh gutter guards helps reduce buildup and saves cleaning time. Inspect joints and seams for leaks while you're there. As an extra step, sprinkle a small layer of diatomaceous earth in gutters after cleaning to discourage insects from nesting in damp residue. Add BTI dunks to ponds. Decorative ponds can be mosquito magnets without proper treatment. Drop BTI dunks directly onto the water surface. They release bacteria that target mosquito larvae but remain safe for fish, pets, and plants. One dunk typically lasts for about a month, so replace it regularly. Distribute them evenly for consistent coverage and check after storms to ensure they're still floating. BTI is environmentally friendly and non-toxic, making it perfect for backyard use. To strengthen its effect, pair BTI treatment with aeration or a small fountain to keep water moving. Sprinkle coffee's grounds water. Used coffee grounds help prevent mosquito larvae from hatching in damp soil or small puddles. Spread a thin, moist layer of cooled grounds in flower pots, gutters, or around garden edges where water tends to collect. The natural acidity in oils in coffees create an environment larvae can't survive in. Replace the grounds weekly and turn the soil occasionally to keep it fresh. Avoid flavored or sweetened grounds. For an added bonus, mix in a little cinnamon powder. It not only smells great, but also deters ants and gnats. Release mosquito fish ponds. Introducing mosquito fish, or Gambusia affinis, is an eco-friendly way to control larvae in garden ponds. These small fish consume hundreds of mosquito larvae each day. Grandpa always said his pond stayed clear once he released them, and he was right. Add one fish for every 10 gallons of water and ensure there's shade and oxygen circulation for their comfort. Avoid chemicals or chlorine that harm them. For best results, add water plants like water lettuce or lilies to provide cover and maintain a balanced ecosystem. Install bat house nearby. Bats are natural mosquito predators, eating hundreds every hour. Mount a bat house 15, 20 feet high on a pole or wall that gets morning sun and remains unobstructed by trees. Keep it near a water source, but away from bright artificial lights. Ensure the surface has grip for bats to cling to and clean it once a year to stay inviting. Check that there's good air circulation around the structure. To attract bats faster, add 2 houses facing different directions for both shade and warmth. Redirect sprinklers from puddles. Improperly aimed sprinklers often create puddles that invite mosquitoes to breed. Check sprinkler heads regularly to make sure water sprays lawns and plants evenly instead of pooling in low spots. Adjust the direction or height of each nozzle to reduce overspray. Fix leaks or clogs that cause uneven watering. Water early in the morning so grass dries before dusk when mosquitoes become active. Keep an eye on shaded corners that stay damp longer. To prevent soil erosion and water waste, install drip irrigation lines for targeted watering efficiency. Flip wheelbarrows after use. Wheelbarrows can quickly turn into stagnant puddles when left outdoors after rain. Always tip them upside down once you're done hauling soil or debris to prevent water from collecting. If possible, store them under a shed or lean-to to keep them dry. Wipe the inside occasionally to remove dirt buildup that traps moisture. Check handles and edges for small pockets where water hides. Adding a few drainage holes to older metal wheelbarrows also helps prevent rust. Keep nearby tools dry as well to reduce other hidden mosquito breeding areas. Add dish soap puddles. Adding a few drops of dish soap to unwanted puddles breaks the surface tension mosquitoes need to lay eggs. When larvae attempt to float, they sink and drown instead. Use this trick for puddles that can't be drained easily, like those in driveway dips or garden corners. Choose biodegradable soap to avoid harming plants or pets. Stir the water gently after adding soap to distribute it evenly. Reapply after heavy rainfall for continued effectiveness. For long-term prevention, fill shallow spots with sand or gravel to stop puddles from forming again. Fix outdoor faucet leaks. Even a slow dripping faucet can create mosquito havens beneath it. Inspect all outdoor spigots, hoses, and connections regularly for leaks. Replace worn washers, tighten fittings, or add plumber's tape where needed. Keep the ground around faucets clear of containers that collect water. Place a flat stone or paver beneath spouts to help water drain quickly. If your faucet tends to drip overnight, turn off the supply valve when not in use. Clean hose nozzles periodically to prevent mineral buildup that worsens leaks. Move UV zappers away. Did you know that traditional UV zappers attract mosquitoes closer before killing only a small fraction of them? Most zappers lure in harmless insects, leaving female mosquitoes untouched. Position any bug zappers at least 25 feet away from patios or seating areas to draw pests elsewhere. Hang them near hedges or corners where people don't gather. Clean the collection tray weekly to prevent odors that attract more insects. Trim underside bush branches. Mosquitoes often rest in the cool, shaded spaces beneath overgrown bushes. Trim the lower branches of shrubs and hedges to let sunlight and air flow freely underneath. This dries the ground and removes resting zones for insects. Use sharp pruning shears and clear away cuttings so moisture doesn't collect. Keep mulch below bushes light and well aerated to prevent mold. Scatter a few cedar wood chips under the trimmed area to keep mosquitoes and other bugs from returning once the soil has dried out. Clean outdoor drains frequently. Outdoor drains trap small pools of water that mosquitoes love. Check them weekly, scooping out leaves and dirt so water can run through easily. Pour a mix of vinegar and baking soda down the drain to clear organic buildup, then flush with boiling water to finish the job. Make sure the grates sit tight so insects can't enter below. If a drain often holds water after rain, drop a BTI tablet inside to keep mosquito larvae from developing unnoticed in the standing residue. Use sand in plant pot trays. Potted plant saucers often collect water that lingers just long enough for mosquitoes to breed. Fill the trays with coarse sand instead so any excess moisture drains away quickly. The sand dries faster than soil, leaving no place for larvae to grow. Stir or replace the sand every few weeks to keep it fresh. It also keeps plant roots from rotting. Mixing in a spoonful of cinnamon powder helps repel mosquitoes naturally while leaving a clean, earthy scent around your pots. Rake wet leaf piles. Piles of wet leaves hold humidity and attract mosquitoes looking for shelter. Rake them soon after rainfall and bag them or move them into a compost bin that allows air circulation. Don't let them sit near fences or under shady trees where moisture lingers. Turning compost regularly prevents water pockets from forming. Dry, aerated leaves break down faster and smell cleaner. Sprinkling a bit of diatomaceous earth around damp areas afterward keeps crawling pests and mosquito larvae from finding a new hiding place. Patch screen holes immediately. Tiny screen tiers are all it takes for mosquitoes to sneak indoors. Check window and door screens regularly, especially after storms or cleaning days. Seal small holes with mesh tape or a repair patch and replace badly torn panels. Tighten loose frames and make sure screen tracks close flush against the frame. Keep the metal or mesh clean so it seals properly when you shut it. Adding slim magnetic strips along screen doors helps them stay closed tight even when people pass through often. Use cedar chips under decks. Mosquitoes thrive in damp, shaded areas beneath decks where air barely circulates. Spread a thick layer of cedar wood chips under the structure to absorb moisture and give off a scent that naturally repels insects. Check after rain and stir the chips occasionally so they stay dry and it's aromatic. Remove leaves or debris that trap humidity along the edges. Lining the deck perimeter with a few potted lavender or mint plants keeps the scent stronger and helps create a wider, natural mosquito barrier around the space. Install solar bird bath fountain. Still water in bird baths attracts mosquitoes, but adding movement keeps it safe and fresh. Choose a solar-powered fountain that activates in sunlight and creates a steady ripple to disrupt larvae. Clean the basin weekly with a mild vinegar solution to prevent algae. Keep the fountain in partial sunlight for consistent flow throughout the day. Refill it every morning to ensure birds always have fresh water. Surrounding the bird bath with marigolds or basil plants boosts the mosquito deterrent effect while keeping the setup decorative. Mist shrubs with neem. Neem oil offers an easy, natural defense against mosquitoes nesting in shrubs. Combine 2 teaspoons of neem oil, a quart of water, and a few drops of dish soap. Then spray plants evenly at dusk or dawn to avoid leaf burn. Focus on the undersides of leaves and shaded corners where mosquitoes rest. Repeat weekly or after rainfall to maintain coverage. Shake the spray bottle before each use to keep the oil mixed well. Keeping the shrubs pruned slightly open improves airflow and strengthens the neem's reach. Stir bird bath water daily. Bird baths can quickly turn into mosquito nurseries if the water sits still for too long. Make a habit of stirring the water once or twice a day to prevent larvae from forming on the surface. Empty and scrub the bowl every few days with a soft brush to remove residue. Place the bird bath where sunlight can reach it for part of the day to keep it warmer and less inviting to pests. Adding a few smooth river stones helps birds perch comfortably and reduces deep water spots. Avoid overwatering the lawn. Overwatering creates soggy soil that gives mosquitoes places to breed. Water the lawn deeply only once or twice a week so the surface has time to dry. Check for uneven patches that hold puddles and adjust sprinkler heads for better distribution. Aerate compacted soil to improve drainage and reduce pooling after rain. Watering in the morning helps the grass dry before evening. If certain areas stay wet longer than others, fill them lightly with sand to level the ground and stop moisture from collecting. Place propane mosquito trap. Propane mosquito traps mimic human breath by releasing carbon dioxide, luring mosquitoes into a capture chamber where they dehydrate and die. Set the trap in a shaded, open area at least 25 feet away from patios or seating zones to draw insects away from people. Keep it running continuously during mosquito season for the best results. Clean the collection net weekly and check propane levels regularly. Adding an octanol attractant cartridge increases effectiveness. Positioning the trap near dense vegetation where mosquitoes rest improves capture rates throughout the yard. Fog yard before events. Fogging the yard before outdoor gatherings keeps mosquitoes from crashing the party. Use a propane or electric fogger with an EPA-approved mosquito repellent solution. Fog in the early evening when the air is still and mosquitoes are most active, sweeping the mist through shrubs, under decks, and around fences. Wear gloves and long sleeves while applying. The fine mist kills or repels mosquitoes for hours without lingering residue. For longer events, repeat fogging lightly halfway through the night to maintain protection without over-applying the solution. Aerate soggy compost bins. A damp compost pile can become an unexpected mosquito haven. Grandpa always reminded everyone to stir compost often, and he was right. It keeps oxygen flowing and water from pooling. Use a pitchfork or aeration tool to turn the pile every few days, especially after rain. Layer dry materials like leaves or shredded newspaper to balance moisture. Keep the lid slightly ajar to allow airflow but block direct rain. If mosquitoes persist, sprinkle food-grade diatomaceous earth over the top layer to dry it out faster and deter pests naturally. Hang mosquito coils outdoors. Mosquito coils release a slow, steady smoke that drives insects away from outdoor spaces. Hang them near seating areas, but never directly beside people. About 6 feet away is ideal. Light one end, let it smolder, and place it on a non-flammable surface or in a hanging holder to keep it elevated. Use several coils spaced evenly around patios for balanced coverage. Avoid using them indoors since they produce light smoke. To extend protection, choose coils infused with citronella or lemongrass oil for a longer-lasting scent. Clear brush pile corners. Piled brush and yard debris create cool, damp hideouts where mosquitoes gather during the day. Rake and remove dead branches, grass clumps, and leaves from corners or behind sheds. Keep compost and wood piles tidy with gaps for airflow. Dispose of yard waste regularly or turn it into mulch to prevent decay from trapping moisture. Cutting back tall weeds along fences also helps open up these spaces. Once cleared, sprinkle crushed limestone or cedar mulch over bare soil to keep it dry and less attractive to mosquitoes. Use garlic powder spray. Did you know that garlic contains sulfur compounds that naturally repel mosquitoes without harming plants or pets? To make a spray, mix 2 tablespoons of garlic powder with a quart of water and a few drops of mild dish soap to help it stick to leaves. Spray around shrubs, patios, and house siding where mosquitoes gather. Apply in the evening to let the scent settle overnight. The odor fades for humans after a few hours, but continues to deter mosquitoes. Reapply every week or after heavy rainfall for consistent protection.